What's up, kittens and cool cats? It's me, Keisha, and I'm here with this week's lTea All Shade Basketball Wives Orlando Season 1, Episode 3 review. Okay, you guys, so in this week's episode, Mulan tells Nique what happened between Danielle and McKenzie at Ashley's store opening. And apparently there was a lot more shown than what we saw. There was a lot that they edited out of what Danielle was saying to Mulan. Apparently, from what I saw online, she had a lot of receipts showing McKenzie that, he's still on my body. We still were together. You were a side chick, all of these different things, apparently. So Mulan feels like McKenzie should sympathize with Danielle since she was literally just in her situation with Nique. And this is what I'm not understanding about McKenzie. Like, you literally just went through this yourself, where you literally were telling Nique that, me and my baby daddy were still together, still messing around or whatever. I don't know what he told you, but I'm telling you this is what it is. So why are you then so hard pressed not to believe what Danielle is telling you? Are you just that thirsty to be with this dude? But then Danielle, you dumb too, because like, you see how trifling of a man he is. You've said that he's a manipulator. So why do you continue to mess with him? Like, both of y'all dumb. So after that, Nique says that she's planning a girls' night. So we then go to Mehgan, who introduces us to her new man, who is named Dre. He's a tattoo artist. He got his own business. She wants him to move to Orlando so they could be closer to each other. But he was like, I can't do that because I have children. And so she says she want a baby. And he was like, that's cool and all, but I'm very family oriented. And she was like, well, I'm not. And he says he wants a partner to be close with their family. And I get what he's saying, but you can't force situations all the time to make people get along when they just probably aren't meant to be. Everybody don't have good familial relationships, so you can't demand that of a partner and put that type of pressure on somebody when it might be a really destructive, toxic, abusive situation. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really get that about dude. I don't know if he using that as an excuse, but I feel like that's putting way too much pressure on somebody, because you don't have to live in that person's shoes and deal with the hurt that comes along with certain family members. So Megan's mom, we found out, had her and gave her to her mother to basically raise her. And she said they even gone as far as like a year or so without even speaking to each other. They've always had a contentious relationship with one another. But says he's going to continue to push for her to get closer to her family. And she even says in her confessional that she feels pressured by this. Good looking dude and everything, seems like he's fun and they have a great time with each other. But I think that's a big demand to put on somebody. And I need to know how many kids he got and how many baby mamas he got as well. So Mulan meets up with McKenzie to discuss Danielle and what happened. And McKenzie is steady on some, I was not a side chick, child. But Mulan was like, look, woman to woman, 8 years with someone, and they have 2 children together, and they were engaged. And then literally not even 90 days later, you don't think that they were still communicating in any sense of the word? And here go McKenzie. No. She couldn't even say it with a straight face. Like, she had to smirk because she don't even believe her own lies. So McKenzie, her confessional, say anything Danielle has to say about them still being involved is a lie. I've come to the conclusion after only 3 episodes that McKenzie is one of those chicks that is dumb just to be dumb. If naivete suits her for the moment, she's going to ride with it. She's just one of them bird brain chicks. Because it's obvious. And I don't even know this man. I don't even know y'all. But it's obvious that man's still dealing with her. And at the end of the day, you should still sympathize with her that she was with this man for 8 years. They have 2 children with each other. And they were newly broken up. I wouldn't even want to get involved in nothing like that. Y'all both need time. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just too fresh, raw, whatever. And it's a lot of hurt and pain that comes along with that. You know what I'm saying? I just wouldn't even got involved with him. But McKenzie, one of them chicks that's going to go along to get along. So Mulan was like, well, how did she even find out about you guys? McKenzie say, we went on a trip to Tulum. She saw he posted on his story, him and I. She screenshotted it and started sending it around on a fake page. He told her, I know her, but it's not nothing like that. Yeah, he shouldn't have done that. I understand why he did it now because she makes his life hell. So it's like easier for her to not know and it to be peaceful than her to know and harass him. If somebody don't get this child a Rosetta song, like, what, girl? Like, are you listening to yourself? The reason why he not telling her about you is because he's still messing with her. What about that? Don't you get, dummy? Are you just that dumb? Like, I can't believe that this girl is just that stupid. I just cannot. No way she's that dumb. I mean, her head is too big for her to be that dumb. It cannot only just be air in there. Like, I refuse. Everything about that says that he's still messing with her. That's why he's lying to her and not telling her about you. And then you even said out your own mouth that he told her that he knew you, but it wasn't nothing like that. And you think, yeah, he was wrong for saying it. And you still messing with. Goodbye. Both of y'all just need to be sister wives and call it a day. So Ashley, we find out, lost her dad, her mom, and a pregnancy all within like the span of like a year or so, which was terrible. Thankfully, she was able to get pregnant with her son, Carter, who is a high-functioning autistic child. And now she thinks that her second son, Kenzie, might be on the spectrum too as well, because she's picking up certain signs. So we then find out that her husband, who has played for the NBA for 9 years, also discovered very late in life that he himself is autistic. So they family have an amazing story to tell, and I'm pretty sure they're able to help a lot of different families out with autism, which is really good. So the girls meet up for drinks, and Nique is vlogging because she has a YouTube channel. Ashley arrives, and Morgan and Danielle immediately bust out laughing at this girl faux locks. Here go Danielle talks, not the Rastafarian. I think it was the color because it was red. I think if it wasn't that color, it would have looked more natural on her. But I think that red color was just so pow in your face. But I don't think that her looked a mess. It was just the color per se. I don't know, but I don't know a lot about faux locks. So Ashley and McKenzie both see that they making fun of her, but they don't say nothing. So they then decide to play Never Have I Ever, which was a horrible idea because they just throwing shots left and right at each other. Ashley says, never have I ever been fake. And Morgan was like, girl, you fake. Put your damn finger down. It's the way Morgan be going at Ashley that be having me cracking up because Ashley just don't stand a chance. So McKenzie says, never have I ever been friends with someone to climb a social status. They wrote that wrong, but okay. And Morgan tells Ashley that she's lying again because she found out that apparently she was only friends with Morgan because of who she was. They argue back and forth about that. Then Mehgan does the last pull, and it was never have I ever thought Ashley's hair was cute. And everybody was like, who wrote that? I'm just knowing it was Danielle or Morgan, but we found out later in the episode that it was Mehgan messy self. Mehgan is a mess. So Danielle was like, so we put it down if we think it's cute, because obviously we don't think it's cute. Morgan gonna talk about something. Her hair is always effed up. Poor Ashley just sitting there looking stuck on stupid. But considering everything that she did to Morgan, I don't feel sorry for her because you've been moving really funny, like unbelievably funny. Like, so I wouldn't spare her neither. Nah, it ain't bullying. Nah. So Mehgan reconnects with her younger brother, Brian, who actually was raised by their mother from birth. He has a much better relationship with their mom than she does. And she says that her mom has said so many bad things about her that he doesn't even know about. She questions why no one else can take accountability for their actions when she can. And Brian even admits, he was like, I've talked to mom before and told her you can blow up sometimes. You can over exaggerate it sometimes. I've told her that, but you know how our mother is. She hears what she wants to hear and she doesn't when she doesn't. But at the end of the day, that's our mother and we have to respect that. She may be out of line, but maybe you'll have to step in and say, I'll be the bigger person. And Mehgan was like, I will apologize for being disrespectful, but how come I always have to be the bigger person with my mother? Like, be the parent. And I 100% agree. I don't come from that school where respect thy mother, thy father when they constantly disrespect you. Absolutely not. Like, children are not supposed to tolerate any type of, whether it's verbally, mental, physical, spiritually, whatever. That's not okay. And just because you're my mama, just because I came out of your cootie cat, don't mean that you get to talk to me anyway, treat me any type of way. Nah, no. I don't come from that school. No, absolutely not. So I got where Mehgan was coming from with that. Like, she got to own up to her mistakes. At the end of the day, I'm the child. She's my mama. I didn't ask to be here. Period. So Milan, Nique, and Nique get pedicures together, and Nique says that she really didn't enjoy herself when they were out having drinks and stuff because she felt bad for Ashley that Danielle and Morgan were making fun of her hair. So that's when we learned that Mehgan was the one that wrote the comment about Ashley's hair. All of them are saying that they don't like all the messiness. Nique, Mulan, and Nique. They don't like all the messiness, this, that, and the third. Danielle, now mind you, like I said, they all are agreeing they don't like the mess that's going down. Danielle and Mulan link up to play basketball. And Danielle tells her that she wants to focus on playing ball again because, you know, she used to be a ball player. But then she ended up getting pregnant and then her career just ceased and she started just strictly focusing on Rashad or whatever. Mind you, herself, she played in a G League or whatever overseas. Like, she actually did play for a team or whatever. She said she's trying to get back to her, which is what she needs to be focusing on instead of what he over there doing with McKenzie bobblehead self. So Mulan says that she's planning a last dinner so the girls can hash out their issues with one another. So at the end of the episode, Nique and Morgan are getting their makeup done. And Nique tells Morgan that Nique and Mulan called her and Danielle bullies. And I'm like, now, am I crazy? Because wasn't you sitting there co-signing everything that they were saying? So what are you doing, Nique? Like, are you trying to start stuff? Because you was agreeing with everything that they said from what we were shown, okay? So, of course, that got Morgan, her standing up. Nique was like, y'all aren't bullies. You were standing up for yourself. Mulan says she was going to sit McKenzie and Danielle next to each other, and I told her I don't think that's a smart idea. Morgan was like, that is so messy. Flashback to Milan saying, I'm gonna have McKenzie across from Danny. But the way she verbalized it to Morgan, she made it seem like that Mulan said she was gonna sit them right next to each other. So this is how things get escalated. You're not even telling the story right. You getting people all riled up and stuff for nothing. And so Nique was like, I told her, no, they showed Nique in the scene saying, do crisscross or something. Please don't have it straight across. So you knew it was even straight across, not next to each other, but you didn't say that to Morgan. So Nique, you on her being real messy and starting stuff between people and ain't even owning up to the stuff that you doing. That's why I couldn't get with her. She too big and messy for all of this. So Morgan in her confession was like, don't think that I don't see what Milan's doing. She's being completely two-faced and playing both sides. So now Morgan is on ready for this last supper and going into it feeling like, these two girls are coming after her and Danielle. And we already saw via the teaser that everybody gonna get into it and almost get physical. And all of this is because Nique starting stuff. Big ox. Overall, I'm gonna give this week's episode of Basketball Wives Orlando A B minus too. It was cute for what it was. Y'all let me know down below in the comment section what y'all thought about the episode. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.